Hey guys, it's World War II Studios. Today I'm just going to be doing a quick video over some of my helmets. I know I did a video over them about a year ago, but I got quite a few new ones since then. So I'm just going to kind of go over all of those. Alright, so as you can see, I've got quite a few helmets. And then I ran out of space on this shelf, so I've kind of got them piled up on these shelves over here, just kind of mixed in. Helmet is actually my World War I helmet. Don't really reenact World War I or anything. I was kind of hoping to get a Kelly helmet, but once I saw the price tag on those, I just went ahead and got a Doughboy replica. This one, I believe I got on eBay for like $80 or $90. I really don't remember. I'm sure for a World War I reenactor, this isn't like great quality at all, but for my purposes, what we're going to be going over is my Raiders of Bougainville helmet. This is just a Marine Raider helmet that I did up a little while ago for an event. Marine Raiders on Bougainville. It's nothing too crazy. I just took some burlap and then 2-inch netting from vehicle netting, and then just kind of painted it all in a kind of jungly camouflage. You'll see this on Marine Raiders a bit earlier in the war. So I just kind of wanted to make that for that event. Nothing too crazy here. Won't spend too much time on it. And then for this liner, I've got World War II paratrooper helmet liner redone by J. Murray in there. Next helmet is my paratrooper helmet. Well, is how I have it laid out right now. This shell is my only fixed bail helmet, actually. Front seam fixed bail. Not sure of the heat stamp on it. I redid this one a little while ago. It used to just kind of be a very paint peeling helmet, and then I redid it. Let's see, the interior on this one, or the liner I should say. I also redid this liner myself. It is a World War II paratrooper liner. It's pretty fun redoing helmet liners yourself if you have the chance. I recommend doing it. Saves a bit of money, and they can turn out really well. I use the webbing from J. Murray personally. I believe he has the best webbing. It's a bit more expensive, but I think it pays off in the long run. This helmet, well, the shell is good for most impressions for World War II. And then depending on what event it is, can throw goggles on there for like Mark Garden or D-Day, and then some helmet net and scrim as well, just depending on the event. Alright, for this next helmet, this is my helmet I use for most events I go to, and that's because I've got my Airborne Engineers logo painted on the side. This is a front seam swivel bail helmet. I believe it was repainted by the last reenactor I bought it from. Nothing too crazy on the shell. And then the liner, I also redid this one myself. This was a very roached out Korean War infantry liner, which I converted to World War II when I replaced all the webbing. This is just kind of my normal infantry helmet liner. And then for this head on here, I actually have a gas mask. Though it kind of looks like a World War II M7 assault gas mask. This is actually just a much newer era gas mask we can just pick up for like 15 bucks. And then you can just paint it in the World War II colors, and it looks very similar to the World War II gas masks. I don't take this to events or anything. It's just kind of for my own purposes. And then again, very easy. Just throw some goggles on or vehicle netting onto the helmets for the different events. Obviously I kind of switch up the helmet for each event I go to. This next helmet is not actually an American helmet. This one is my BRODIE helmet, as you can tell by the chin strap here. I picked up this, I believe it's an original BRODIE shell. Oh, I fell out. BRODIE shell for like 20 bucks a little back ago. I'm not sure if it's an original World War II one or anything, but I don't really know too much about British helmets, to be honest. But yeah, so I threw this liner in here. Apparently didn't do a good job since that just fell out. But yeah, nothing too crazy on this one as well. I don't use this for any reenactments or anything. This is also just a helmet that's here just for my display. And then carrying on with the theme of different countries' helmets, this is my German helmet. Picked it up for my own display. I really just wanted to paint a German helmet in that Normandy camouflage. I've just always loved that look. But yeah, I just picked this up off Amazon, I believe, like 40-50 bucks. So again, not like a super accurate piece, but really just wanted to have fun painting it. I got my name in the back, and then I stuffed some old newspapers up there. Yeah, nothing really too crazy again here. And then I just made my own netting on the top from some twine. Yeah, once again, pretty much just a display helmet. Alright, back to the M1 helmets. This one here is an original shell, still with the original paint on here. It looks really nice. I love this shell. I don't really take it out to reenactments or anything just because I don't want to have the paint chip on it or anything like that. I don't know, I just love the like late war pink color. This is a rear seam, so it is, like I said, a late war helmet, but I just love the nice dark shade on there with the texture still very well on there, and the original chin straps on there as well. That's my only one with the original chin straps still attached to the shell. And to the liner, this liner is a World War II paratrooper helmet liner. Yeah, pretty cool. It has all the original webbing still in there. Obviously not the sweatband. I added that just so it fits on the mannequin head a bit better. But yeah, the original A yokes and stuff are still in there. And they just have a little bit of writing on the side with the guy's name and then RA, I believe, for regular Army, and then his serial number. Yeah, pretty cool piece. I don't really wear this helmet at all, just because I don't want to wreck it. And I don't really need to, but just kind of a cool piece as well. Alright, next is just a couple of my roached out liners. Yeah, I just kind of wanted to put these on here, that way when I go back and rewatch this video in a couple years, I'll remember that I had these. But yeah, a couple of roached out paratrooper World War II liners. All of them very bad condition, really need to be fixed. I just haven't taken the time to redo all the webbing or sell them yet. We got them for a good price. Didn't really need them at all, but went ahead and got them anyways, as a true collector would. But yeah, got a Westinghouse. Forgot what that one is, but it's like mining safety something company, I forgot. And this one's another Westinghouse. Alright, this next helmet is going to be my civil defense helmet. It's not like got the Air Raid Warden logo painted on there at all, but it's just a cool helmet. I've really wanted one of these. I don't know, I keep seeing them at like antique stores and stuff. Eventually I just decided to get one that looked in a pretty good condition. I'll show you the interior gear in just a second, but I also have this gas mask with it. It was marked at a Army Navy store as like 1940s civilian gas mask. Yeah, I got it for like 10 bucks. It was a steal. Pretty much perfect condition, and the best part is that it actually still comes in the original box that it was given out in World War II. Still with the original like little bag that they would carry it around with as well. Still has like all the cardboard inserts and stuff to keep the gas mask in. It was already opened. I didn't open it. But yeah, I just thought that's really cool that it still has the original box with it. So I'm obviously going to keep that set all together. Alright, and then on the interior of this helmet, yeah, this is what it looks like. It just says US government property. Alright, so here's my HAWLEY liner. As you can maybe see, I made this HAWLEY myself. And that's why it doesn't look super great. Yeah, the inside, you wouldn't really notice at first, but outside I kind of screwed up the fabric. to a point where it doesn't actually fit into a shell. I'm pretty disappointed in that. So I'm probably going to have to remake this liner in a little bit. But yeah, I just took one of the like cheap $10 plastic liners and then cut it down, add a rim, and then I put paper mache on the inside. That way it actually look like it was made out of like compressed paper like the originals were, which I think actually looks really well. But then the fabric, I just couldn't get it to stretch out good enough, and then ended up putting glue on top of it, so it ended up just being layers and layers stuff, so it doesn't really fit into the shells at all, which makes it kind of useless for me since I just want it to be inside of a shell. So yeah, I'm gonna have to remake one of these in a little bit. My next ones are my PITH helmets. I have two of these. One is in good condition, the other is in very poor condition. This one I got from a friend of mine who used to own an army surplus store, so he was able to give me a good price on it. This one's pretty cool. So it has the original logo, Marine logo on it, and then it also has some jump wings on there from the original. He got it from the veteran that wore it in World War II, or around World War II, I guess. I'm not sure if he was a World War II veteran, maybe Korea. But yeah, so it has jump wings on there, which I think is pretty cool. So he's probably like a paramarine. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I'm not 100% sure how that all works in the Marine Corps. But yeah, this one's in very good condition. Yeah, I believe that when it has these like canvas straps around the front, that was later war as opposed to the leather ones, which would have been a bit earlier in the war. But yeah, just a pretty nice piece. Don't really wear that for reenactments at all. But yeah, you can see it still has like the contract stamp still in there. And then this other one is, like I said, just very worn out. Yeah, not much left to it. Got it for like $15. I probably overpaid, honestly. It's not really worth anything. It's just worth a little bit to me since it's from World War II. But yeah, this one's very cool though. Alright, this next helmet was just a helmet I painted for fun. I just bought a really cheap shell. It made like $10-15. The liner as well. And then I just wanted to paint some Navy stuff on it. It was right after I'd been on the Alabama for reenactment. Yeah, not super accurate at all. I'm not going to wear this to any events, but just wanted to kind of have fun with it. Yeah, so I just painted 9th Division on the front and then put some straps on it. Like I said, just a fun helmet. Alright, for my last World War II helmet, I still have a couple more after this, but this is the last World War II M1. So this one is my Marine Corps helmet. Yeah, it's really just to display the cover. Honestly, I don't even know what shell's in there, but I know the liner is just a piece of trash from China. But yeah, I've got a little Daisy May on there as well. But yeah, it's an at the front cover. I weathered it up real good. I didn't want to like make any holes or any stuff into it, just in case I have to go to reenactment where it needs to be clean. I could still clean it up a bit. But yeah, I just threw it out in the mud for a little while and then let it sit in the sun for a couple weeks with some salt water on it. Don't really know how much the salt water actually does, but makes it feel authentic. But yeah, I recommend at the front helmet covers. They're very good. Yeah, I think World War II impressions would probably be good as well. I haven't bought any of theirs for myself, but I have tried a couple eBay ones, and they all seem to get the color off. So yeah, I recommend at the front for sure. Alright, so this next helmet is my Vietnam helmet. This one I wasn't even trying to put together really. I just ended up kind of having pretty much the whole Vietnam helmet, except for the cover, and once I had the rest already, I figured might as well just spend a little bit of money and get the cover. That way I've got a complete Vietnam helmet. Yeah, so I got this, I believe, yeah, it's the original cover on eBay. It was pretty cheap. yeah, Vietnam liners or covers are still pretty cheap. So got one of those. I believe it's dated 65 on the contract, so it's like a real nice early war cover. Repro strap on here. I just got it for like $1 or so. So threw it on there. Chin straps got for free. Yeah, put them on there. I've got a little bit of face paint in there from my dad when he was in the military. And the shell is original to Vietnam as well. The liner is also original Vietnam. Yeah, I believe everything in here is actually original. I had to replace a couple of the straps and stuff, but I just replaced it with original Vietnam stuff. And that way I didn't have to replace everything, so it'd all be the same shade. But yeah, I don't collect Vietnam really, but I have a couple of the items just from random accumulation of stuff over time. Alright, this next helmet is my 80s helmet. Definitely didn't use any airsoft guns on this mannequin head, but that's besides the point. So yeah, this 80s helmet, yeah, kind of like the last time that we actually used the M1 before they started switching over to KEVLAR. Yeah, I believe it's a repro shell, maybe. I really, once again, don't remember what shell I have under here. Yeah, just a woodland cover. Got it for real cheap, so wanted to display it. Let's see. This is, oh yeah, the late Vietnam liner. Once they switched from the like high pressure World War II sort of style of liner. Not a huge fan of this liner. I just don't like the way it looks. I know it's like a lot easier and fits a lot better to your head. I'm just not a fan of it. Yeah, nothing much to it. I got this liner for real cheap. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. Alright, this is the final helmet, finally. This one is my, like, 90s era helmet. Desert Storm, Black Hawk Down, that sort of look. Yeah, it's, Kevlar helmet. Nothing too special. The 3-color desert, camo pattern, cover. And then some goggles on there. I believe these are like M44 goggles is the number, I believe. Maybe not, I might be wrong on that. But they're like the Vietnam era goggles that they used a bit later. Yeah, nothing too crazy. I do have the cat eyes on the back here.